Hello YouTube. Today I want to share with you a bit of hassle what I had before to put my power supply on the screen, and I find out it's really easy to do it with FNB58 from Fnirsi. If we can put under the microscope we can see the model, and all what we need is the Fnirsi module, which is the USB-C meter. We need one 240 watts USB-C to USB-C cable, which we will need to sacrifice. We need to cut, and I will show you exactly how to do it. We will need a USB mini port to connect to the computer. We will install the software, and we will see on the OBS on the screen. I will show you once we will finish cutting the cable and modifying how we want. Of course that you can do how you want, how long or something to fit, and we will use the input on the type C in, and the output, it will be type C out output for us. Bear in mind you can do maximum 28 volts with 7 amps in, if you will think ever to do like a voltage injection or something like that. You can't do more because maybe it will get burned. Let's see. We have the cable. I will cut it shorter for you, this part, and because I have already done and I tested and I know exactly it's working perfect, but I will show you what I done on my one. I have the USB-C cable which I cut. You will need to use from it the red wire for the positive, the two white wires, in my case they are the ground wires, which you will need to identify the plus and the minus from your cable, which I solder on the end the two probes, which they will be my injection probes. And on the other side, the input side, we have the two bananas for the power supply, and the USB-C, which it will go on the input side, and on the output side we will have the USB-C output, and what we'll see on the screen once it will be connected. It's really easy. Here I extended the two banana with the USB-C. You can make it straight loop, but I put to have on the same time two crocodiles on this end, in case if I need to use separate without the meter on the module. I will pause for a second, and I will connect, and I will be back with you in 1 second with the multimeter on the screen. Yep, I'm back like I promised. Now you can clearly see on the screen, on the corner next to the multimeter camera, which I will power on the multimeter. Sorry for the glare from the window. I need to sort out something there to block that view. It's sunny outside, and you can see the glare on the screen. That is my next project, to do the multimeter as well. I have this XDM 2041. If somebody has any idea how you managed to connect this O1 multimeter, I bought special for the RS232 port. What is on the back, but still I couldn't figure it out how to connect, and it's not working. I will need to try more, but let's go back to our multimeter. On the multimeter you can see now the power supply is off, and I will power on the power supply, and we will now you can see last time when I used the power supply it was set up on 609. I will turn the webcam for you to see the power supply and the setup in the corner, how I done it. You can see my hot air station, the multimeter is the power supply, and I mounted with double side sticky tape the module here, the shortest cables possible going straight to the power supply. And Now if I will increase the voltage, you can clearly see on the screen how it's increasing, 13, 14. Now I can look on the power supply and I have 14.16 and the multimeter is reading 14.18. I don't know how accurate they are, but for me the most important it was to show you on screen the amperage and voltage or current, amperage or current. Let's yeah, and you can go up to, I think 28 volts is maximum what it will accept, and it's beeping when it's getting to 26. It's announcing like it's going almost to the limit. Let's go back to a safe area, like let's say 5 volts, just for the check to don't melt down my tips, because they are really tiny ones. I need to figure it out. Different heads I have somewhere in my shelves, different probes which I can swap them, that I use these cables which I sacrifice them and solder them directly to the USB-C meter. And if I want to do a voltage injection with 5 volts, let's see, now we have a voltage drop. You can see clearly they are smoking on the tip so much. It's like 4.6 amps, and you can see they are melting down, and still is working perfectly fine till 7 amps. I check it, and 20 volts with 7 amps, and it doesn't do anything wrong. It's perfectly working, continue. I tested for like 10 minutes and still it was in one in one piece, didn't melt down the device or something. A part of my cables, which they smoke the probes because they are too thin for this kind of voltage. The only downside on this is that you have a lot of voltage drop through the cables and through the probes. The best cable what you can buy USB-C is the 240 watts, but still that wires inside, they are not thick enough to push so much amperage in a short injection. But it's perfectly fine. If you will use like 1 volt to 3 amps, it's still doing the justice, and you can still see and you can find out everything. And what is another advantage, if you still want to use it like on screen and you want to use it like a normal powering on the laptop, you can buy this kind of kit, which is USB-C to all the types of connections, and you can just put on the USB-C output this cable. You will power on your laptop through the plug, and you will see exactly the same like you will have from the power supply straight on, but you still have on the screen. If you want to have PD, you can use it. You can put the cable USB-C to USB-C on the output, and you can have a PD power delivery charger which you connect on the input, and that automatically the device, it will recognize 5, 12, 15 or 20 volts feeding for the device. Then you can use like this, you don't destroy the device, and with USB-C you can have all-in-one setup. Hopefully this it will help you, and I want to see a lot of us repairing electronics guys on internet, having trying to figure it out, everything to have on screen, to get rid of all the wires and cameras around the tables. See you on the next one. Thank you for watching.